Hello channel, and welcome to Big Bear in California, Lima 3.5. This is one of the highest elevation GA fields that I think I have in my scenery library, and it just came out with an update for Prepared. It's made by Turbulent Design, which is like Russ White and those guys. They made a bunch of stuff for Orbx before, and then they started their own company, and they really are producing really excellent stuff, even though we can see some floating trees here in this update. They are excellent trees though, aren't they? And we're getting really excellent frame rates. I think they said something about like this was a true prepared version for scenery pack, which may explain why we're getting such amazing frames. I've been struggling a lot with frames these last couple of days, but I've been flying airliners and in and out of Heathrow, and sort of I've been focusing on my problem areas, trying to figure out how to get better frame rates at those places, and kind of failing. I have to say I'm struggling to get good frames in Prepared version 4. I mean, I did in Prepared version 3 too, but I'm getting such good performance outside of the airport, so it's so disappointing to me that I get such bad performance inside the airports. But this is looking very good, if this is what native performance should be like, because it's a very high detail airport. I mean, the only thing it's kind of missing is traffic, right? Beautiful. Very beautiful. What a beautiful. I'm using settings from Rob Ainscow right now. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry, Rob, if you've ever watched this. But I'm using his settings for commercial airliners during the day. I mean, I don't have the best performance. I don't have the best processor, so that's what I'm using. Basically, today it's another one of those try to break the plane videos, because everything is worn, especially the tires and the brakes, and also flap. We also have an oil leak, everything. And last time I flew it just recently. I flew it from 29 Palms, which is not so far from here, and that's what I'm planning to take it now. I'm planning to try and take off from this airport, fly to 29 Palms, and then do a bunch of touch and goes. And let's see how that goes, because it sure is struggling. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Putting some fuel into the system. Actually, I should talk about fuel. I should check how much fuel I have. I have plenty. I'm heavily loaded and we're high up, and I bet you once we check the weather it's pretty warm here too, so this will be an interesting flight. Avionics, come on. Plug in the headphones. Oh, we do have traffic. Very neat.
Kilo Lima 3-5 Airport information Yankee 1615 Zulu weather wind 259er at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 22 dew point 4 altimeter 3034 advise on initial contact that you have information Yankee Kilo Lima 3-5 Airport information Yankee 1615 Zulu weather wind 259er at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 22 dew point 4 altimeter 3034 advise on initial contact that you have information Yankee Kilo Lima 3.
That's not so bad. I thought it would be warmer, which would have been a problem for us since we're so high up. We would have run into some density altitude issues. Just checking the flaps right now. I am getting some issues on flaps. It's almost a little silly to do pre-flight checks when you just want the thing to fail anyway. But whatever. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Let's do one more thing before we go. This is where I'm getting it from p3dwiki.com. That's Rob Ainsco's own page, I think. Let's see if we can't find where we are. L35. And we are going to do a flight plan from there. Plan. And we are going to fly out to 29 palms, which is here. And we're going to do that by basically tuning to the VOR, I think, which is 114.2. Yeah, so here, I keep getting that wrong. I'm so used to using the GTN 750 at this point, it's ridiculous. And we are, the heading we need to take is 086, but we're going to take off to the west, so we'll take off to the west, and then we'll just gonna put in, this is my wind indicator. It's what I do for my own sake, because I keep forgetting these things. And we are tracking a course of 086 to get to 29 palms. We're at 7,000 feet, almost 6,700 feet, which is quite a lot. Let's see, 35 traffic. For traffic, we're going to take off runway 26 and we're going to taxi.
Traffic, Cessna, November 995, Charlie Sierra is taxiing to runway 26, Baker.
Wow, apart from the floating trees, this is a really, really well done airport. I wish that, I mean, maybe I'm kind of missing, the only thing I kind of feel is missing is some people. I'd really like some people walking around here, some more sort of action. It seems a little sort of dead. Maybe that's coming in an update. But I don't remember seeing any people at turbulent science airports. The airports themselves are beautiful and lovely with, you know, cars and parking lots and fences and all the stuff that you're supposed to see. Let's see here. I wonder if taxiway continues down on the side. Let's see. I feel like the toe brakes are making different sounds than I'm used to, which is kind of cool. Turn off this ugly GPS. Really miss my GTN 750. That's the one thing I'm really waiting for at this point, is the GTN. That's what I want. Thing I will say though, I do wish that they did different tree models around the airport. I mean, these do look quite lovely, but they seem to be doubled up a lot, and they're quite different in color from the FTX trees, which would be nice to see them change to something that's a bit more cool. So see here, this is one of those cool things that they have at this airport. Turn left 10 degrees after departure, avoid school 1 mile west of airport. Okay, so we'll do a left turn, that's for sure. You can see here the density altitude today is 8,772. is really quite high, so I think we'll actually lean this a little bit. I think we'll, wow, why don't we try 65%, and we will depart east actually.
Traffic, Cessna, November 905, Charlie Sierra, taking off runway 26, departure to the east.
Landing light can come on, fuel pump can come on. Once again, we have double plants. I don't like that. Otherwise, lovely looking airport. Okay, everybody's strapped in. We're good to go. See this engine struggle to generate enough power, really. 60 knots. Needs a lot of takeoff roll. There we go. Okay, there we are, and we'll turn 10 degrees left down the lake here with the school. It should be, I don't know where the school is, but that might be the one on the left here. Okay, so retract to the flaps. Slow climb. It's supposed to climb at 90 knots, this aircraft. Or something around that, anyway. Maybe not at all times, but I don't think we need veto actually. And we certainly don't need the parking brake. Let's try and make a turn. Very slow turn. Step on the ball here to keep this somewhat coordinated, but it's actually very difficult using a bunch of opposite rudder, which just feels wrong. propeller down a notch just to smoothen our ride a little bit. We are climbing extremely slowly. I think we don't need to go so much higher, but I think that that's kind of why I want to try this, to see what happens to the engine performance, and then we'll see how that goes once it gets even worse. Not that we'll see that today, but I'll see it pretty soon, I think. One thing I'm really excited about, we're in this is Orbx Southern California, or SCA, Orbx SCA, and Envtex Southern California. And one thing I'm really excited about is this Kern Valley, the upcoming episode, the upcoming airfield of Kern Valley, which sits in the desert, like where we're going, like 29 Palms. Should be make for really fun and different flying. It's really fun flying around here. Actually, really enjoy it. It's also really fun to fly into Palm Springs, which is another beautiful airport by Orbx. Let's see. So how far is this anyway? It's 46 miles. Okay, it's a little further than I remembered, but whatever. At this rate, it's gonna take some time. But look at that view. Once you come up here and you see the desert open up below, it's probably really pretty. If you have like a house up here or something, that would be a really pretty viewpoint from up in the relatively lush and green mountains and looking out over the, is it the Sonora Desert? I don't know, the desert, California anyway. Pretty cool. So I think once we reach 10,000 feet, we will level out and try and get some cruise speed into this. I'm doing that autopilot here because it's actually quite a handful to fly for some reason at this point. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I think we can turn off the fuel pump. It's pretty shocking how little we've climbed since we took off. We climbed maybe like, just took off at almost 7,000 feet. Only now we're at 3,000 feet. It's like a Piper Cub. I also feel like it's sort of just the sound of the engine sounds very different from what we're used to for this plane. It's pretty decent normally. A lot of traffic here. I'm wondering if it's ultimate traffic or some sort of file that's included with the airports. I think it's included with the airport actually, or even FTX California. I don't know. I certainly don't have that much GA setup. Wow. So I've been experimenting with autogen distances and level of detail distances, etc. Currently I have the level of detail to maximum and the autogen to medium. Kind of looks like old autogen distance. You don't see it way out there, which you would have if I had set it to maximum. And I have a texture exponent size of 9, not 10, because I don't have like the most amazing card. Just have the 1070, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's a great card. I'd really recommend it. But you know what? Let's experiment here. Let's do very high autogen distance and dense buildings. I feel like it's a little sparse. There we go. Of course, we're looking at a scene without much autogen at all, so let's see what it looks like when we turn around. Yeah, there's some improvement in the distance, but it's not all the way to the horizon. Maybe I was expecting definitely more houses, which is cool. It's pretty far though. I don't know how far that is. Is that like 10 miles? It's a good distance, whatever. It looks fantastic. I love how the sim looks. It looks great now. But, you know, I've kind of said so a few times that I think it looks great. Let's go get some speed in the cruise here. Quite high up, so we'll try and lean it all the way to 50. So what we're looking for basically is we want to peak the temperature. Peak temperature, when we find the peak temperature, that's when we find the best, so where we get the most effect out of the engine. But I see we were pretty close to peak already, so I wonder if maybe we even went too far. 694. I have to say this is pretty cool to be able to look out the window and actually see far and not just see like a blurry mess in zoom view. It's pretty great. Because sometimes you have to zoom to see the instruments and that sort of stuff, and then you look around and you're sort of you just see this blurry mess that you're used to anyway. Now you can actually, when you look out, you don't see this blurry mess. So see, now the temperature is sinking. So let's try 45. So we left this. We're tracking the 086 radial more or less. Let's see. Let's say more or less because it is less. And we are now more or less crossing a city of some sort on our right, which is probably Yucca Valley, I would guess, because I do also think I see some airport there. We see a peak on our left, which is probably that volcano. And yeah, the street pattern. See, here's the street pattern in the middle of the desert. Whoa, that's weird. I wonder if this is what you... There is like a city called like California City or something like this. Maybe this isn't the one, but it's biggest city in California or something like that. But it's could be this thing out here. Actually, could be this Apple Valley thing. Anyways, it was someone who just basically started building a city out in the middle of nowhere and expecting people to come and live there, and they sort of did, but not fully, not to the extent that they were thinking about. Look at this though, this is crazy. There's a lot of streets out here. Let's see, so 29 Palms is at, let's see if we can't find some information for 29 Palms. It's an elevation of 1,800 feet, so 8,000 feet down. And if the whole thing is about, our whole trip was about 40 miles, 8,000 feet, that should take us about 30 miles or 20 miles to, yeah. I'm not good at those calculations. Oh, I need my I need my GTN. Let's see. Regardless, we should, I think we can actually start our descent fairly safely. It should be over here somewhere. Okay. There's another airport here with sort of crossed runways. Must be this one. Yeah, we're getting close. Williams. I think it's safe to start our descent. Set this to 3,000 feet. Yeah, arm that, and then we'll set a descent of 500 feet per minute or 600 feet per minute, something like that. Street pattern's crazy. I need to Google it. Yucca Valley street pattern. is the Coachella Valley. We'll have to figure this out some other time, I think. But look at all this. I don't. Why on earth is there like streets everywhere out here? What's that? That is an airfield. Pretty big one too. And let's see if we can find any information on that. I think there is 29 palms up there. That's where we will be landing, doing our touch and goes. Let's see how many we can do without breaking this thing. So before I've been actually looking for defects in the airframe, visual defects on the airframe, but I haven't found any. Really, not that I've been able to spot before. Or actually, maybe is this that? I don't know. I feel like that strut definitely has been old for a long time, but feels new that the inside of the tire there had cracks. What about the tire itself? No visible issues with the tire itself. And this side is the side with the most damage, I think, but it looks okay. It looks the same as this. So yeah, I think the conclusion is that you don't see visual damage, but let's see what we can see. We will soon find out. I'm pretty heavily loaded, which I don't know if that has an effect or not on landings and wear and tear, but we will see. We will find out. Also recently saw some real terrain issues with 29 palms, and I think they're still here. I tried to update them through the 29 palms tool, but I think I actually have to go in and disable some files in the Southern California, Orbx Southern California folder. Some conflicting files there. Let's get the weather. Let's figure this out.
Kilo Tango November Papa Airport information Bravo 1636 Zulu weather wind 330 at 3 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 332.6 altimeter 3002 advise on initial contact you have information Bravo Kilo Tango November Papa Airport information Bravo 1636 Zulu weather wind 330 at 3 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 332.6 altimeter 3002 advise on initial contact you have information Bravo Kilo Tango November Papa Airport information Bravo 1636 Zulu weather wind 330 at 3 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 332.6 altimeter 3002 advise on initial contact.
Okay, so here the wind is coming in from the north. We can actually do, let's see, that's basically this runway. I've never landed on that before. That'll be fun. We'll do, we're still high, so just come around and do a left turn pattern on this. Yeah, as you can see, the terrain is still messed up. That really is too bad. That really is too bad. Shame.
Big Bear traffic 012 miles east inbound visual. Runway 26. Big Bear.
Go ahead and turn on palms traffic, select runway for landing. We will be landing on day 35. It will be a touch and goes.
29 palms traffic. Cessna November 905 Charlie Sierra is 2 miles east 4700 inbound touch and go. Left traffic. Runway 35. 29 palms.
Set the mixture to 85. Turn on landing light. Turn on the fuel pump. It's kind of funny. You see how there was a post by Robert Randazzo or whatever he is from PMDG. Talking about the importance of having natively created prepared version for sceneries. And I don't know if you remember Big Bear, we had 60 frames per second. Here we are at 29 palms, and we're getting 30-40 frames per second. I guess it's not so different. It's a little different. Okay, we're taking out the autopilot at this point, because we are at what I was kind of assuming to be pattern altitude, 3,000 feet. Kind of trim back a little bit, and let's try and bring the speed down, because we're too fast for a landing. And see what we can do about this. Really excellent visuals. Looks really, really good. Actually, it's not the same scenery issues that I had last time, but it's still on a plateau, but you can see the plateau is where the airport is. It's still some weirdness here, but it's not the same as I had. Last time I had like transparent ground and stuff. You know, that kind of stuff where you fall through. Okay, 80 knots. I think we can take the first notch of flaps. Once we do, we have to add power and forward trim. And then we go ahead and we do the second notch of flaps. More power, more forward trim. Knots, just, and got the power again to make sure we go down, down, down. It's kind of a tricky approach because of the mountains. Kind of a short approach. Just steep turn around there. turn coming, keep the turn coming. It's quite nice, quite nice. Look how there's smoke there at the end. Actually never seen what that is, where what it's from. Never landed this way. Yeah, see, you still have the transparent ground. Maybe it's the same issue that I had before. It's okay. There we go. There we go. Floating McFloat. Floating McFloat. Okay. And flaps. I didn't even realize I had full flaps. Okay, 60. Come on. Okay. Very hard to fly. I really do have to say. I wouldn't be surprised if this engine had crashed before the wheels failed, because the engine is becoming really poor. I'm not getting the power I'm used to, or kind of frankly need operating from this kind of airport anyway. Maybe if we're closer to sea level and somewhere colder. Ooh, oi. Whoa. Whoa. Man, that's so awesome. What a great simulation they've created. It's so good. Like, this is really one of the most fun and challenging things you can find. This is great. So 2,500. I think that's okay. That's about what we want here. Okay, we made it around. That's something. I have like a bonfire. They're camping. That's what's going on. It's a couple of campers just having a bonfire. Okay, so here we go. A little fast, and frankly a little bit high. Let's try and do like a little S-turn here to make this a little bit more palatable. 1 notch, 2 notches. I have to come over the hills here, I think, because I am too high. $70 knots, it's good speed. 75 is the correct landing speed for this, not 40, but what I just had, but sort of forgot that I had the full flaps. Right, forgot, I didn't notice. 75 anyway, it's a good approach speed. Let's see, 70.
Elon Bravo, November Golf, traffic, Mall, November 164, Victor Papa, taking off, runway 26, departure to the west, Elon Bravo, November Golf.
Here we are, we're low, we're low. I did one of those rolling things again. I was too tight, too close. Ah, it's a shame about the train issue. It's such a good looking airport. Such a good looking airport.
08 traffic, 0.10 miles west inbound, visual, runway 7, Lima 08.
Let's click the bypass and see what it says. Run smooth. Replace right tire, replace nose wheel. We have some oil leaks. Damn right. See, the compression tests are pretty bad, I think. You know, at least you can totally notice it. The oil system is bad. Flaps are bad. Okay, anyways. So we're still flying. Love the campers. Amazing visuals. Really looks fantastic. That's all the power she has. Try the bigger runway from now on, because I think we actually need the extra runway. I think that actually helped when I pushed the prop all the way in. That was a little, that was forgetful of me. Not this track, it just looked like it was all the way in, but it wasn't. But you can see it's climbing a little bit better. So the runway is runway 26, right? So try a little harder landing right now. I'm gonna try and stall it a little bit above ground, and then see what happens. Just gonna float it until it stalls. Try and provoke a failure. Failure is not just an option, it is the whole point. Look at this thing, Jesus Christ. Pretty spectacular. Pretty spectacular.
Palms traffic, Cessna, November 905, Charlie Sierra is on final, runway 26, touch and go, left traffic, 29 Palms.
$80 knots, 2 notches of flaps, gears out, landing lights on, taxi lights on, fuel pumps on. It's slow.
Lima 08 traffic, 0 Bismarck miles west inbound, visual, runway 7. Lima 08.
And then we're gonna cut the power. We're gonna keep doing this until the stall warning comes on. Okay. Until we land beautifully. What a beautiful place to sim. Stunning. It's never looked better, I think. Something about the sharpness in the distance that you get from the new prepared version 4 that really sells this scene. I don't know if it's a left or right traffic pattern, but it kind of makes no sense that it's left, but that's what I'm doing. It's kind of cool to see the sandstorm blow into. Not kind of cool, it's really cool. Not kind of. One thing that's really annoying is I really do want this to fail, but it's at the same time I do want to I want to land it properly when it does fail, so I feel bad treating it poorly. So ideally I want it to fail on a grease river landing, so I'd really get to notice what it was like, and or the effects of the failure versus the effects of my landing, you know what I mean? But I'll try it again to make it a little harder landing this time. I'll really try. Two notches, 75. Some power so we can stop the sink here. It's a little fast. Look at that beautiful sky. Really beautiful. I don't have crash detection enabled, so I will survive this regardless of how badly I do. But I don't have it. I have it disabled because sometimes, you know, if you're in GSX or something, you ask for pushback, and there's some sort of error or airport object or animated object in behind, and you crash into it, and the whole thing restarts. That is the most annoying thing ever. But yeah, so let's find out how this goes, right? I think I'll try and cut the power a little higher, slightly earlier. It's a good approach. A little fast. Try and pull the nose up. Cut the power. Cut the power. Let's cut the power here. Okay, I'll have to do it up here. I'll have to install it here. Still alive. Still alive. Okay, I think that's it. I'm done trying to do this. Look at the scenery, you guys. Wow. You know what? Let's do something here. Let's turn on the dynamic lighting. I don't think it's on. Dynamic lighting on. Let's see what it does to our frames. Yeah, we lost 20 frames. No, we didn't. It's not bad at all. That's incredible. That's insane. This is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oops. That's what you get for not paying attention. You know what? I can't quit this. It's so beautiful. We have to fly until sundown with dynamic lights. Okay, we'll go back to the end here, and we'll start over, and we'll try and do this even better. Let's turn on the beacon too. Let's get all the dynamic lights running. It really isn't too bad in this kind of an airport. The dynamic lights are fine here. At least for me. Let's see what it does to the GPU. I closed it. 77% load. Yeah, okay, so you can definitely see that it's making it has an impact on the GPU load. Amazing. Maybe we have time for like 2 more touch and goes before the sun's all the way down. Probably not 2 more, maybe 15 more. Not like 1 more, I mean 15 minutes more, I'm guessing. It's 1948, I think about, if you see the chrono there, it says 1948, I think about 20:05, sun will be down. Okay. Fly a little recklessly. Whoa, that was too recklessly. Okay. That was terrible. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to crash this thing. But you see how it's so... I don't know what's wrong with it. It's so out of power. It really doesn't like what's going on. Ah, it's the temperature. It's 32 degrees outside. Really, we're kind of at... It's probably similar to what we had at Big Bear, just because it's that much warmer. 9 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. No wonder we're struggling. Amazing. Absolutely love this. So what we'll try now is we'll try a landing, no flap landing, another hard landing. Hopefully it'll be enough to break something. Coming at, say, 95 or 80 knots. And I'll try and sort of almost run it into the ground. No flaps. Okay, so this is our approach. Only thing I'm not even going to do a flare. I'm going to try not to anyway. I'm just going to... All I'm going to do is cut the throttle. Cut the throttle. Like this, like this, like this, like this. No flare. Oh, that's hard. Okay, I'm braking all I can, but I'm really not slowing down. Ah, we're still alive. Still got some brakes. Oh yeah, see, there we go. Both main tires are shot. Place nose wheel. I don't know, it didn't feel like... Oh, maybe that's the lack of braking. It's pulling strongly to the side. There's no visual indication. It handles just like it used to. Or at least mostly like it used to. See, here's the, you see, this is strong indication that something's wrong. You see double taxiway signs. That's the Orbx version of KNTP that's sort of coming through. Yeah, see here too, you get the double runway sides. The beautiful one from 29 Palms and the shitty one from Lockheed Martin, are prepared. Okay. One notch of flaps for takeoff. Full power. Let's see if we are able to get up to speed. It can kind of feel like it's slower to get going. That's not so strange considering the fact that if you were to believe what it says, both main wheels should be shot. It does take off, it does fly. Down, and it is 1956. Okay, so I was slightly wrong. Okay, that was stupid to remove the take the flaps at that point. Knots. Okay. Okay. Turn just carefully. Okay, so according to our manual here now, both main tires are shot. Oil leaks. Left brake, yeah, same actually, apart from the tires are shot, which of course you can't see. And honestly, I don't think you'd be able to do that, to take off like that if both tires were shot. A little bit disappointed if that's the way it is. Okay. Two notches of flaps again. Do a normal landing this time. Let's see if it feels any different. Beautiful simulation done by A2A. That's a beautiful plane to fly. Really fun, really challenging. Which is, I don't know if I really didn't expect that from Cessna. I found the Cessna's really easy to fly before, or the simulated Cessna's really easy to fly, but this one's challenging. It's difficult to land well. It's kind of got some fun challenges, even just cruising it well. And then now, you know, to see this engine failure or these failures and all that sort of stuff, it's pretty well modeled. I like it a lot. Oh, such a beautiful sim. I mean, check that out, guys. It's gorgeous. So this will be today's last landing. An approach here of 75 knots. We'll come in over the threshold. Ease off on the power. And gently set her down on her shot tires. Let's see what happens. .65 knots. That's, I don't want to go much slower than that. See, this is like no hands off throttle and hands off rudder and stick. Brakes. Full brakes. Does brake. Handles beautifully, even with shot tires. Okay. Yeah. And I kind of find that too sad, man. I wish there was more of a reaction to 2 flat tires. It's too bad. This was, however though, this was really fun, and not to mention really beautiful.
29 Palms traffic, Cessna, November 905 Charlie Sierra is clear of the runway. 29 Palms.
Really beautiful. What a sim. I love how the shadow from the mountains hits the, no, the shadow from the plane fuselage hits the prop. Gorgeous. I guess these lights are still texture based. That's okay. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. That's I think that's gonna have to be it for today. The Kenny Powers plane survived losing both of its tires and made a couple of landings with without inflatable tires. That's pretty cool. Look at the lights though. Look at the cool lighting effects. Look at the beacon. Sweeps on the landscapes and reflects off everything. That's very cool. Not just my plane, but also these other planes. I wonder why that plane is still so bright though. That's a little different. Maybe it's the sun. Let's go see, look at it from the other side and see what it looks like. But isn't this beautiful? Yeah. How cool is that? That is so cool. Ah, that's awesome. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. If you like what you see, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll still be here. I'll still be making these videos, but I do listen to what you say. I do try and do what you suggest I do. I know, I don't know. So just let me, if you have some feedback, just let me know. Okay, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.